Hello and welcome to Creating with Purpose. My name is Aidan Brookstone and I'll be your host. Creating with Purpose is a series of thought-provoking ideas that are each mindfully crafted to help you, the creator, bring more meaning, intention, and purpose to your daily practice of creativity. My personal philosophy is that we are all creative beings. From the way we style our hair to the way we conduct our own personal demeanors, everything we do is an act of creation that is unique to our being. So whether you consider yourself an artist, a plain old human, or anything in between, it doesn't really matter. The information I'll be presenting in each of these episodes is practical enough that, if put to proper use, will help you open the doors to a life that is much more fulfilling, exciting, and simply put, has you creating with purpose. Each episode will cover a topic, and I'll finish with something for you to reflect on based on our speaking point. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, look, I thought about maybe recording this episode as something that came out a little later, but I feel like waiting 2.5 months to get this out there versus just getting it out now just doesn't make sense when today is my year-long recovery day. Today is a year since I last smoked cannabis, and it feels really good to be at this part of the journey, and I feel like it's taught me a lot about, I guess, purpose and meaning and what it actually means to do the hard work and to face my darkness and face myself. And I just want to take this as an opportunity to celebrate this accomplishment, but also reflect on everything I've learned when it comes to purpose and sobriety. So, yeah, I smoked cannabis for probably about 6 or 7 years, where it was like daily. You know, it started off just being a night thing, and then it became a daytime thing too, and then it just became something that I did because I was using it as a way to numb my frustration with life and the world. And that ultimately led me into a pit of despair where I can't blame the cannabis itself for leading me there. It was just a crutch for everything that I was going through, and it served a purpose for that reason of helping me deal with difficult emotions, but it wasn't actually allowing me to process the difficult emotions. So a year of sobriety has taught me how to sit with and process difficult emotions in a way that is actually, I guess, responsible. In a way where I'm not running from the emotions, but I'm actually learning how to properly process them. I think we all want life to be easier in some way, shape, or form. I wish life was easier. Absolutely. I wish that trauma didn't exist. I wish that I was just able to wake up every morning and feel like I know exactly what I'm doing, exactly where I'm going, and how this is all going to happen, and I don't have to sort of sit in uncertainty in the void. But that's not the case, and I just have to acknowledge and respect that. And going through the void is what really has taught me how to find a greater sense of purpose, how to find more meaning by going into those darker areas where I haven't wanted to look, where the areas that I avoided for a very long time, really taking the time to explore it, bring it to the surface, transform it, and turn it into some sort of expression. That's been such a powerful process for me in this recovery journey. Like, it hasn't been everything, but I really am grateful for my capacity as an artist to take difficult feelings and emotions and turn it into something beautiful. I think being given the opportunity to do that more than anything is just very encouraging to keep doing it and to keep pursuing that path. And sobriety has really allowed me, and more than just sobriety, but like actually doing the hard work and looking at myself deeply and being rigorously honest with all aspects of myself, not hiding from my darkness and running from the truth, facing that truth and just acknowledging it. Like, you can't run from the truth. It is the truth. If you try and change the truth, you can't. The truth of the situation will always be what is true. And really all we should be doing is trying to pursue and discover the truth in order to set ourselves free. Because even if we are pursuing the truth, or we think we have it, if we're even off by a fraction and we're convinced that we have the truth, but we're not allowing ourselves to go any deeper, then really all we're doing is denying ourselves the opportunity to actually find a deeper sense of freedom. The truth will set us free. That is the path of, again, not just sobriety, but the path of actually facing your darkness, facing your demons, and doing the dark inner work. And the beauty of Studio Raphael, at least what I believe it to be, is that this is a space where you get to not just do the dark inner work, but a space where you actually get to turn it into something meaningful and tangible. In a space where you get to transform the darkness into something light, into something that can offer meaningful value, not just to yourself, but to others. And through that process, it can help you find a sense of meaning, a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging in the world, like you're not alone in what you're going through. And there's a lot of power and beauty to that. And I just want to honor it. And I want to continue to build and grow this space that is all about celebrating the uniqueness of people. And I do that because I've always believed in my uniqueness, but feeling safe and comfortable in expressing that was always difficult because I was rejected in the past for it, or at least I thought I was. And that made it really hard for me to be open and vulnerable with myself and with the world. And so, it's not just being a year sober and a year clean off of cannabis, but it's a year of really doing the dark, nitty-gritty work and doing the hard shit. And, episode 4 was all about commitment. And this path of purpose and really getting clean for myself and finding and doing the dark, dirty work has been a sense of really committing myself to the path of commitment. So my reflection for you in this half episode is twofold. One, I want you to celebrate just the fact that you're here and you're doing this work. If you've made it all the way to this point, then that means that you are dedicated and committed to doing the dark, difficult work. And I want to honor you and respect you and just say, great job, honestly. And the second piece of the reflection is going to be a question of, where could you go even deeper? Where do you think you could discover an even deeper truth for yourself to set yourself free even more? That's the path that we're on here, is just discovering the true power of the absolute truth. And I don't know what that looks like because I'm still exploring it, but I know that every time I step into a deeper layer of truth, I feel much better. So my name's Aiden. This is Studio Raphael. Studio Raphael is this art house for supporting creativity that serves to uplift humanity. My goal is to keep getting more and more intentional with my art and my creativity, and I hope that shows through my creations here. And yeah, I'm eager to bring on other artists as well who are on a similar path to create this great place of meaningful creativity that people know they can find in all these stories and celebrating everyone's uniqueness. I just think it's a really exciting pursuit and a very fulfilling project as an artist to have. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely shoot me a message. If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please, of course, leave a like. If you have anything to add to the conversation, anything you want to share about your journey, of course, leave that down below. And if you're in this journey with us for the long haul, then definitely subscribe. So thanks again for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you around the studio sometime. Take care.